today's session, we're going to be working on a strong core through our yoga practice. I'm going to move through some sun salutations. There's going to be quite a bit of plank, some side plank, and we're going to do warrior 3 for a balance. You'll see that all as we get into the session. If you want to use props, you could get a belt for the seated sequence and a block, potentially to modify warrior 3, the balance. As always, if at any point in class you feel pain or severe discomfort, don't do the pose, come out of that pose. If you don't like a pose, you can skip it. Just move with what feels good to your body today. I hope you have fun and I hope you enjoy it. Cool. Okay, so let's start lying on our backs with our knees bent, feet on the floor, soles of the feet nicely grounded, feet and knees about hip width apart. And I think as we're focusing on our core, it would be quite nice if we rest our hands on our belly. So one hand maybe on the lower belly and the other one sort of by the ribs, just so we can feel our breath a little bit and we can sort of connect with our core, with our middle and our breath. Relax your shoulders and take a nice deep breath in and exhale. You can exhale through the mouth here if you want. But from now on, let's try to breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. And as you breathe in, maybe notice where in your body you feel the breath. We're not changing our breath for now, just feel where your body is moving. Maybe your chest is lifting and your belly is actually moving in as you inhale. As you exhale, your chest is lifting and your belly is moving out a little bit. Or maybe you're already doing abdominal breathing and on the inhale, your belly is lifting and on the exhale, the belly button is sinking towards the spine. Just notice that. Take a few breaths, just connecting to your own breath. And now, depending on how you were breathing, if you're breathing into your chest, let's shift that breath to abdominal breathing. So breathing into your belly, your tummy expands like a balloon being pumped full of air. And as you exhale, your abdomen sinks closer to your spine. Inhale, feel the air fill your lungs as your abdomen expands. Exhale, the air leaves your lungs, your belly sinks. We're shifting to that abdominal breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. We're utilizing the whole lungs. We're breathing maybe a bit slower. We're breathing slower anyways now in our yoga practice at this time. But as we move through life, we're often quite tempted to breathe into the chest and have quite a shallow breath. And also, I guess sometimes we're sucking in our tummy, just being quite tight like that. And abdominal breathing is really the most relaxed, the fullest type of breath. If you see children or babies, they always breathe into their belly. They're not sucking anything in. So let's try to be a bit more like that, breathing in and out through our core. If you have closed your eyes while we're lying here and breathing, at the end of the next exhale, gently open your eyes. Lovely. What I want us to do now is I want us to lift our feet off the floor and bring them bring our knees will be over our hips, and our feet will be sort of, our shins will be floating over the ground, and it's like a 45 degree, is it 45? No, it's 90 degree angle, isn't it? We're going to lie here, and we're going to now tap one foot down at a time and quite gently, and you'll feel how your core is working as we tap and lift. You can do it in your own time. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. And you want to keep your back really nice and strong here as you do this movement. And if you feel that your back is sort of really lifting, if you're going really hollow in your back, might be that this is a bit strong to bring the foot, the toe onto the mat. So if you're finding that a bit too strong, you can just hover your foot over the mat. Just place your hands on your tummy and feeling how this really engages our core. Small movement. We're already working our core and also strengthening our hip flexors here. Let's do one more either side. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Your shins are floating in the air, and let's hug our knees into our chest here briefly. Maybe rock from side to side, releasing that stretch in, or that engagement of the core. Coming to center. I'm going to place our feet on the mat again. We're going to lift the right foot off the floor, and we're going to cross the right shin over the left thigh for a reclining pigeon. You can either stay here, just with the left foot on the floor, if this is enough for you, or if you want, you can lift the left foot off the ground, and if you want, you can grab through your legs and alongside the left leg and hold behind the left thigh. And let's just stay here, no need to go any further, it's very early. Let's just stretch our glutes out here and also relax our core. Hold for another 2 breaths. Last one. And now let's let go. If you are holding your thigh, placing the left foot down, uncrossing the right, placing that foot down. Other side, we're lifting the left leg, crossing the left shin over the right thigh. Going to lift. You can either stay here, or you can lift your right foot off the ground and stay here, or if you want, hold behind the right thigh, on the back of the thigh. Lovely. Just lie here for another 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. And let's release the interlace. If you are holding your leg, placing the right foot down, placing the left foot down. And if you want, we're going to come to seated now. So you can either roll onto your side and come to seated, or you could bring your hands behind your knees and rock. And have a couple of rocks maybe. For doing this, we're also engaging our core a little bit. And then next one, come to seated. Lovely. Let's do a little side stretch here, and then we're going to come to standing quite briefly. Actually, we're going to do cat-cow as well. So let's place our left hand alongside our left hip or glutes, and inhale, raising our right arm up. Exhale, we're stretching over. Lovely. Inhale, pushing into that left hand. Exhale, stretching over. Inhale and exhale, pushing into the right hand. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, pushing into the left hand. Other side, lovely, really good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, pushing into the right hand, and we're doing one more time, staying a little bit longer, stretching our obliques here, stretching our side abdominal muscles. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last inhale, and exhale, we're pushing into the left hand, we're coming to the other side. Inhale, stretch, maybe exhale, we're reaching a bit further, really feeling that stretch in the left obliques now, side abdominals. Trying to keep both hips, both bum cheeks in contact with the ground. Inhale, exhale, last inhale, and exhale, we're coming to center. And we're only going to do this one today, and we're going to come onto our tabletop, all fours, so our knees are under our hips, knees hip width apart. Hands are under shoulders, shoulder width apart. Wrist, elbow, and shoulder are stacked. If that is comfortable, if you find it a little bit more comfortable, if you push yourself back a little bit, do that. Just listen to your body. Staying in tabletop for a moment. The inhale, we're arching our back, we're looking to the ceiling for our cow. Exhale, we're pushing the ground away. We're engaging our core, we're squeezing all the air out. Inhale, coming into our cow. Bum towards the ceiling, shoulders towards the ceiling, belly towards the ground. Lovely. Exhale, we're pushing the ground away. As if we're trying to lift ourselves off the mat, chin to chest. Inhale, we're looking up. Cow. Maybe bending the elbows a little bit. Exhale, we're pushing the ground away. Our shoulder blades are pushing away from each other. Inhale, one more time. Cow. Exhale, one last time, cat. And at the end of the exhale, coming to our neutral spine to tabletop. Lovely, we're tucking our toes, we're lifting our knees, and we're staying here just with our knees lifted. Like, 2 inches away from the mat. Let's just stay here for a few breaths. Engaging our core, pushing the ground away, shoulders are pushing apart. Really engage your core here. Inhale, exhale, one more breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and with the exhale, we're pushing into our downward dog. In downward dog, our hands are staying shoulder width apart, fingers spread nice and wide. The whole palm, the whole hand is in contact with the ground. We're not just pressing through the ball of the hand. Ball of the hand, the palm, where the fingers meet the hands, the knuckles of the fingers, the tips of the fingers. The whole hand is working. Shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades slightly apart. We have a flat back. If that means you have to bend your knees a little bit, or you want to bend your knees a little bit, please do. Heels are pulling towards the ground. They don't need to touch the ground. We're just activating our heels and our calves. The stretch in our calves is therefore more pronounced. We're engaging our core here. We're sucking our belly in a little bit. Think of a greyhound dog. Obviously none of us are going to look like a greyhound, just think of it. Inhale, exhale, feel this pose. Remember what this pose feels like so we know what we do when we move through through our flow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and with the exhale we start walking our feet towards our hands. And we stop behind the hands, about a foot length behind the hands. So not just hang here for a moment, really surrender to gravity. Don't hold anything, don't support anything in your shoulders, just hang here. You can hold opposite elbows if that feels good, as we hang here centrally for a moment. And if you want, you can let go of your elbows and you can sway now from side to side, driving your fingertips over the ground. Imagine you're drawing that rainbow. See how far behind your heels you might be able to get your fingers as you twist, or not, depending on how that feels to you. And we're now coming to center and stillness, and we're bending our knees so that we bring our belly, our ribs, and our chest in contact with our thighs. We're tucking our chin to our chest, and we're rolling up gently. Chin's the last thing that comes off the chest. We're rolling up. Coming to standing. Lovely. Wonderful. Do one more stretch here. So just tucking hair is a bit annoying here. There we go. Okay. We're standing and we're feet together, and we're going to bring our right leg across our left, so crossing in front and stepping our feet so that we've got about a foot width between our feet. We're trying to be as central as we can, and we're now going to inhale the right arm up and exhale, do a little bit of a twist over here. Make a banana shape, nice, again, stretching that, yeah, perfect. Stretching those side abdominal muscles, the obliques. And as you stretch, pulling the left hand along your thigh, maybe pulling it down a little bit. One more breath, inhale, exhale, inhale and exhale, let's come out of this. Okay, we're stepping our right foot back to where it was, and now we're going to bring the left foot cross over here. Again, sort of foot width between, try to have both feet pointing forward. Standing here, I'm going to inhale, left arm up, exhale, pulling the right hand down. If you want, you can look towards the top hand, the left hand, or you can just look straight ahead, whatever feels good. Inhale, feeling the stretch in your side body. Exhale. One more breath, inhale, exhale, and inhale, let's come out of the pose. Lovely, stepping back. We are going to move through our sun salutations. So coming to the front of our mat, feet either together or hip width apart, whatever feels good to you. But whatever we're doing, we're going to lift all our toes off the ground, spreading them wide like a fan, and then lowering them one at a time, starting with the little toe, fourth toe, middle toe, fourth toe, second toe, gosh, big toe. Very sorry. If you want, if it feels good to you, you could try lifting your heels, placing them down. Really nice contact through most of your foot here, sole of the foot. We're going to engage our core and our perineum or pelvic floor. Nice firm middle here so that we're protecting our back as we move through, and obviously we're focusing on our core anyway, so let's have a little bit of focus on that. We're rolling our shoulders up, back and down. Palms face forward, standing nice and tall if someone's pulling us by the crown of the head. Chin slightly tucked so we've got a nice flat neck. Inhale, exhale here. And now inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're folding down. Fold, forward, fold. You can bend your knees here if you want. Inhale, half forward fold. Bringing our hands to our shin. Exhale, hands down. We're stepping back with the right foot, followed by the left foot into plank. And we're doing core today, so we're staying in plank. If you find staying here a bit difficult, you can bring your knees down. That's totally fine, half plank. In plank, you want to be a nice line, so don't have your bum up too high or don't drop. You want to really engage the back, the core, to protect your back. And we're also pulling our heels back and pushing our shoulder blades apart, really firm. Stay for one more breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale. We're all bringing our knees down to the ground now, and chest and chin as we come to the floor. Bum up in the air. Coming into our cobra, we're untucking the toes, elbows into the body. We're stretching our core here a little bit in this little back bend. Exhale, we're pushing into a down dog. Maybe stepping our feet in a little bit. And we're placing our down dog, setting our down dog up, remembering what we did with the first one. Pushing through the whole hand, shoulders away from the ears, nice flat back, maybe bending the knees a little bit. Staying here for one more breath. Inhale, exhale. The next inhale, we're lifting our right leg off the ground, coming into three-legged dog. Lovely. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale,
And exhale, we're bringing our knee to our nose. We're rounding our back. We're bringing the knee in. Fantastic. Exhale, pushing back. Inhale, we're bringing the knee to the nose. Exhale, we're pushing back. Inhale, knee to nose, rounding the back. If you can't touch your knee to the nose, that's totally fine. Exhale, pushing back. Placing that right foot down. Back into our downward dog. Lovely. One breath here. Inhale, exhale. We're now lifting our left foot off the ground. Three-legged dog. Inhale, exhale here. Now inhale, knee to nose, rounding through the back. Exhale, pushing back. Inhale, knee to nose. You will come onto the tiptoes of your back foot. And exhale as you push away, might bring the heel of the back foot down. Inhale, knee to nose. One more time. Exhale, pushing back. Placing that foot down, the left foot down. If you want, come into a brief child's pose. Releasing that. Straightening our arms and our shoulders. We're working our shoulders here at the same time as our core. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And if you're in child's pose, just come back into our down dog for one final breath. Inhaling down dog. Exhaling. Inhale, we're stepping the right foot in between the hands, followed by the left foot on the exhale. Inhale, hands to shins, half forward fold. Exhale, hands either side of the feet, forward fold. Inhale, we're engaging the core and we're coming up flat back. Exhale, hands into heart center. Lovely, well done guys. Other side, same thing again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding down. Forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins. Exhale, hands down. We're stepping back with the left foot, followed by the right foot. We're in plank. We're staying in plank. Push the ground away. Push your shoulders apart. Shoulder blades apart. Pull your heels back. You're long and you're wide. Think of this as a capital T in your body. You're engaging the core. You're trying to stay central. Again, if you want to bring your knees down, that's totally fine. Half plank works just as well. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We're going to all come onto our knees and coming down, knees, chest, chin down now as well. Into 8-point pose. Inhale, sliding forward. Cobra. Stretching those abdominal muscles. Exhale, we're tucking our toes and we're rolling back. Stepping in. Into our down dog. Inhale here. Exhale. And now inhale, we're lifting our right foot off the ground already. Exhale. Inhale. And let's try on the exhale now. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, we're pushing the leg away. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, pushing the ground, pushing back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, pushing back. And exhale, placing that right foot down. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, we're lifting the left foot off the ground. Exhale, wonderful. Inhale and exhale, knee to nose. Rounding the back. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, knee to nose. Tiptoes off the back foot. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, placing that foot down. Let's come into a brief child's pose if you want. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. And now from child's pose, if you went into child's pose, let's come back through tabletop, then tucking the toes into down dog. Wonderful. Inhale, exhale. On the next inhale, we're stepping the left foot between our hands, followed by the right. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold, maybe bending the knees. Inhale, engaging the core, and we're coming up flat back. Exhale, hands into heart center. Alright, let's keep going, guys. Good. Okay, so we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're folding down, hands either side of the feet. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, hands down. We're stepping back with the right foot, followed by the left foot. We're in plank, and we're staying in plank again. Pushing the ground away, pulling the heels back. Try to stay nice and straight. Bend, bringing the knees down if you want to. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, sliding forward, cobra. Exhale, we're pushing back into down dog, maybe stepping in a little bit. One breath in down dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, we're raising our right leg off the ground again, three-legged dog. And inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, we're pushing the ground away, we're going straight, three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, three-legged dog. You're doing really well. Inhale, leg to nose. Exhale, three-legged dog. With the next inhale, we're stepping forward now. Lovely. Placing the back foot down and we're coming up. Straight knee, both legs are straight. What I want us to do now is a variation you can watch first. A variation on triangle. So for this, if you want to do classic triangle, that's totally fine. So for classic triangle, you're coming down, place your hand on your thigh, your shin, or the foot, or you could use your block. What I want us to do is we're coming at this, and I want us to go like that. We're holding our body more or less parallel. So our core will really have to work in order to hold our body weight. Okay, so let's raise our arms. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, someone's pulling you by their front hand. Exhale. And either you come down or you stay here, and if you want, you could even bring more intensity, bring that left arm over. Imagine you're holding a beach ball here. Breathing here. If it's too hard with that left arm over, you can place that left hand on your hip as well. Or you come into classic triangle. Lovely versions, everyone. By holding both arms, there's a lot of weight that the body, our core, has to support. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale, we're gently coming up. Wonderful. Well done. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Either side of the front foot. We're stepping back. We're back in plank. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, exhale. Knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, sliding forward, cobra. Exhale, we're pushing back, down dog. We're in down dog. We're stepping our feet in a little bit, and we're staying in down dog for 2-3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, we're stepping our right foot in between our feet. On the exhale, followed by the left. Inhale, half forward fold, looking down. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, engaging the core, coming up with a nice flat back. Exhale, hands into heart center. Lovely, well done. All right, next side, other side. I can do that from here. Inhale, actually no, I'll just switch over, sorry, and you can see me a bit better, I think. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're folding down. Full forward fold, bending the knees if you want to. Pushing in a full forward fold. Pushing the hands into the ground, the whole palm is in contact with the ground, and pushing the hands forward. Imagine you're trying to pull your mat forward, that way you might be able to straighten your legs a bit more. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, hands down, we're stepping back with the left, followed by the right, into plank. Again, pushing the ground away, pushing into the hands, pulling the shoulder blades apart, pulling the heels back. Nice, strong middle. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, coming down, knees, chest, chin, 8-point pose. And we're sliding forward, cobra. Exhale, we're tucking our toes, coming into down dog, maybe stepping our feet in a tiny bit. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, we're raising our left leg off the ground now. Exhale. Inhale, knee to nose, rounding the back, coming onto the tiptoes, knee to nose. Exhale, we're straightening, we're lengthening, pushing that foot away. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, we're pushing back, lovely. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, into our 3-legged dog. And inhale, we're stepping our foot between our hands. Placing our back foot, the right foot down. And we're coming up, both legs are straight. Lovely, wonderful. And again, got those 2 options. Traditional triangle, Trikonasana, where we come forward and fold, or where we hold ourselves in the air. So let's raise our arms. Inhale, exhale here. And on the next inhale, someone's pulling you by the front hand until we can't go any further. And then either folding down, or we're staying here, and we might even bring, really good work everyone, bring that right arm over. If that right arm makes it too difficult, you can place the right hand on your hip as well, whilst your left arm is parallel to the ground. Inhale here, exhale, one more breath, inhale, exhale, and inhale, we're coming up, arms down, lovely. One breath, standing here, exhale, and inhale, raising our arms, exhale, coming down, hands other side of the foot, we're stepping back into a plank, we're staying here for a few breaths. Inhale, exhale, coming onto your knees if you want to, you can mix it up, sometimes half plank, sometimes full plank. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and with the exhale, we're coming down, knees, chest, chin, 8-point pose. And inhale, we're sliding forward into our cobra. Exhale, we're pushing back, and we're stepping into our feet in a little bit if we want for our downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, one more breath. The next inhale, we're stepping our left foot between our hands, followed by the right foot. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, engaging the core, coming up. Exhale, hands into heart center. Fantastic, well done guys. We've got one final flow, and for that I want to show you the transition quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to be in plank, and we're going to come into place our, bring the hand, one hand into the middle, we'll come into a side plank. What you can do here is you can either lift your leg. If you don't want to do full side plank, you can also be here, and you could also lift your leg there. What I want us to do is we're going to step forward like that from side plank. So we're going to be in side plank, lift our leg, inhale, exhale, and inhale, we're stepping forward into a lunge. Okay. Now we know what's coming. And if you can't step forward, if you fall, I might fall. It's a bit of a weird, what's the word, like sort of movement pattern. So we haven't done this before, I think, or at least not in a really, really long time. So if it doesn't work, then don't worry, just come out of side plank and step into the lunge. Okay, cool. Let's stand at the front of the mat. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, engaging the core here, folding down. Full forward fold, bending the knees maybe. Inhale, half forward fold, also engaging the core here. Exhale, hands down. We're stepping back with the right foot, followed by the left foot. I'm staying in plank for a breath. Inhale, exhale. What we're going to do now is we're going to place that right hand, we're shifting our weight onto the left arm, left hand, and we're placing the right hand under our face in the center of the mat. And we're now rolling onto the outside edge of the right foot, and we're coming into side plank here. Arm up if you want, or you could also place it on your hip. And try not to push up too much. You don't want to make like a banana shape. You want to be nice and straight. If you have to bring your hand down at some point, totally fine. Stay for one more breath. Inhale, exhale. And now try to lift the left leg off. So we're in like this star pose. Inhale, challenging our balance. Exhale. And inhale, we're bringing that left foot forward into a lunge. Great, well done guys, well done trying it. And we're now going to come up into high lunge. We're placing our hands on our thigh. And we're now going to come from here into our warrior three. And what we're going to do, if you want to see if you're a bit wobbly, maybe place that block in front of you. We're going to bring that back foot in a little bit, and we're going to now lift the back foot off the ground. And as you lift it, you straighten your standing leg. Once your standing leg is straight, looking to the floor, finding that spot that doesn't move. Really nice. As you straighten that leg, you can maybe bring your hands into heart center. What I want you to do is you flex or you point your foot, the floating foot. You don't just let it like wobble. You want to engage the foot. That will help you with the balance. And you're looking down. And if you wanted, you could bring your arms out either side, a bit like a airplane, or you could also bring your arms out in front. And wherever we are, really great effort guys, really good. One more breath, inhale, exhale, and inhale, we're coming to standing. Fantastic work. I found warrior three really difficult, Virabhadrasana 3. It's a tough pose, so really well done. Still at the other side, and then we come onto the floor. And we don't have to do another balance because we're already balancing in this little flow, so great. Okay, we're standing at the front of our mat, feet touching. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Actually, sorry, I'm just going to turn around and do it from here because otherwise you can't see me. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, hands down. We're stepping up with the left foot, followed by the right foot into a plank. We're staying in plank. Inhale, exhale. And next inhale, we're shifting our weight a little bit to the right hand and placing the left hand in center. We're now going to roll onto the outside, the little toe edge of that left foot and stacking our feet on top of each other. And we're reaching up if we want, or hand on hip. Again, not trying to make too much of a banana shape in your body, but nice straight line from your armpit to your foot. Staying here, working, feeling the shoulder and the core work. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And if you want, inhale, see if we can lift the right leg off like a star, challenging our balance. Inhale, exhale. On the inhale, we're moving that. We're stepping forward with that right foot, coming into a lunge. Lovely. Ooh, I'm losing my balance here. Does bode well for what's about to come if I'm losing my balance already. Okay, we're placing our hands on our right thigh. Right thigh. I'm going to step in a little bit with the back foot, and we're now going to lift that back foot off the ground and see if we can lift it, and at the same time straightening our leg. Once our standing leg, the right leg is nice and straight, maybe bring our hands to heart center. And here again, you want to either flex or point the left foot. Really engage it. That will help with your balance. Really good. I'm losing my balance. And either keeping your hands in heart center or maybe stretching them out like a plane. That will help with balance. or bringing them forward, which makes it a bit more intense. Staying here for another breath. Inhale, whoop. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we're coming out. Well done, everyone. Warrior 3 is done. And we're coming to the floor. Let's flow through a vinyasa. So we're coming to the front of the mat. And let's just really gentle, really slow, gentle, smooth movements. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're folding down. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, we're placing our hands down, we're stepping back with whichever foot you want. Coming into plank. Inhale, exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, sliding into cobra. Exhale, pushing into down dog, tucking our toes. And from down dog, we're bringing our knees to the ground. And we're coming into a child's pose. We definitely deserved it. You always deserve a child's pose. You can always come to this pose for a moment of rest. Okay, let's bring your hands under your shoulders. Push up gently and come to seated. What you might have noticed in or after Warrior 3 is how it really makes your heart race, and you would almost think you would think that would be more so as you're moving through the vinyasa, you're stepping back and everything, but actually because the balance actually really makes your whole body work, and you can feel that with how your body responds to Warrior 3. Okie dokie. We are getting to the end. We're going to sit in our seated forward fold, and as I said, you could use your belt here, but we're only going to do one of these poses, so not super necessary. You can do this just in a gentle way. Sitting, legs are out, toes are pointing to the ceiling, feet are doing yoga. Sitting nice and tall, maybe let's bring our hands to the fingertips to the ground, sitting up nice and tall here. Inhale here, exhale here. Inhale, let's raise our arms, and exhale, we're folding from the hip, we're not rounding our back, and we're bringing our hands wherever we can bring them. Our calves, our ankles, our feet, it really doesn't matter. Quite a gentle one if you want. Keeping your chest open, not rounding your back, not rounding your neck. I'm just relaxing here. Inhale, we're looking up, and exhale, we're sliding back. Sorry, it's really weird noise where I am right now, but a bit odd. What we're going to do now is we're going to do another core pose, and that is Navasana. For Navasana, we're going to sit, we're obviously sitting on our bums. Our feet are on the floor, knees are bent, and you can bring your hands behind you as we rock back, and our feet are coming gently off the ground. And either you can stay here, or if you wanted, you can bring your hands behind your knees and maybe bring your shins parallel to the ground. You can sit here. You can also try to straighten your legs. But as you straighten your legs, try not to collapse too much into your back. Just trying to. So if you're here, nice, you want a nice flat back. Then you straighten your legs, and that means that you're going like that. You don't really want to do that, and you just keep your legs bent. If you straighten your legs, it's great, and if you wanted, you could also let your legs go, straight legs, or you could let your legs go, bent legs. And we're staying here for 3 breaths, and we're doing 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to drop our knees, or feet, sorry, and we're hugging our knees. And if you're rocking out of this pose, totally fine. I just think
when something like that happens, just smile. It's just fun. So there's no, if you're here and all of a sudden you plonk back, just rock up, join us, and smile. Okay, let's do it again. You can either rock back like this again and then hold, or if you feel you've got enough control in your body, you can just lift your feet off the ground here. And either hold, let go, or maybe try to straighten those legs. But for that also your quads and everything have to do quite a lot of work. And let's just stay here for 3. Lovely, and letting go. Bring the feet on the ground. 1 hug. Inhale, exhale. Let's do a final boat, final Navasana. What I quite like to do, and I'm not entirely sure if that's the actual yoga pose, but if you stretch your arms out, I quite like to have my palms face the ceiling. I don't know, I think that just feels good to me somehow. But if you prefer them to point towards your legs, that's totally fine. That's quite nice and controlled. Okay, so knees behind behind knees, and maybe rocking back. And you can either stay here or lift your shins and maybe let go. Stand nice, sitting nice and tall, nice flat back. You don't want to round back. Try to have your back as nice as you can, as flat as you can. And 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and let's come out. Let's give ourselves 1 more hug. Maybe in the hug, lift your feet off the ground so you're balancing a little bit. If you can or want to do this, little cosmic egg. And let's come out of our little egg. Quick look what I've got on my. Okay, cool. From here, we're going to roll up, come into a tabletop, going to step back, and we're going to come through a plank in onto the ground. And we're going to do Salabasana. We're going to do that in 3 stages. It's called Locust Pose in English. And we've done this pose before, and I tend to do it in those 3 stages. So we're lying on our belly, arms are alongside the body, and we're going to first lift our legs off the mat. So we're going to inhale, lifting our legs. Chest and forehead stay on the mat. We're just lifting our legs as much as little as you can. Maybe only your hip, sort of the upper thigh is in contact with the ground. Maybe the thighs in touch with the ground, but the knees and the shins are lifted. 1 more breath here. Inhale, exhale to lower those feet. And let's rock. Shift the weight from one hip to the other. Just releasing. Lovely, lovely, lovely little release there. Well done. Okay. Now our arms are still alongside our body. And we're going to now try to lift our chest off the ground. If that causes any pain in your lower back, any of these poses, then please do not do them. Okay, so forehead's on the mat. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, we're lifting our chest off the ground. So the chest is off the ground, the legs, the backs of the feet are still on the ground. Arms, the palms can touch your thighs. And your chest is lifted, maybe the upper ribs are lifted, only the lower ribs and belly are in touch with the ground of your upper body. Inhale and exhale, we're lowering down. And we're rocking again from side to side with our hips. Okay, lovely. And now, if you want, you can do those 2 things together for the full pose. But if you don't want to do that, if your back doesn't like it, that's totally fine. What we're going to, and then you could just do whatever of the 2 previous versions you like, or you could even do a child's pose. Okay, we're going to place our forehead on the mat. If you want to do the combined pose. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, we're lifting our legs, we're lifting our chest. You're like a banana or a smile. Palms are pointing towards your thighs, towards your body. Arms are alongside your body, reaching for your feet.
You're looking forward. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale and lowering down. Wonderful, really nice. Working our back, also working our core a little bit. Let's rock our hips from side to side again. And come to center, come to stillness. Let's do one more of these. So if you've done just the legs or just the chest, maybe now do the other part of it. And if you want to do another full one, then please join me, or take a break, or do whatever you want for the next couple of breaths. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, we're lifting our chest, our head, we're lifting our legs. And we're staying here for a couple of breaths, nice. Try not to lift your arms up too much. You don't want to yank our shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, we're lowering down. We're rocking our hips from side to side. Lovely, lovely, really nice. Now we're going to bring our hands under our shoulders and we're just coming into a gentle little swing. So our forearms, it's like if you're chilling at the beach. So your forearms are on the mat, hands are on the mat, your elbows are under your shoulders. And you're just looking forward here. Try not too aggressive at back bend, we're just relaxing here, stretching our arms a little bit. Really nice, just looking forward. Feeling a bit of a back bend. We've just done another back bend there, so let's try not to be too aggressive. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, we're coming down to the ground again, bringing our hands under our shoulders, and we're pushing into a child's pose. Rounding our back, releasing the back bend from Sphinx and from Salabasana, Locust Pose. Breathing here. As we breathe, we feel how our abdomen is pressing against our thighs. We're bringing our hands under our shoulders, we're pushing up, and coming to our backs. Lying on the ground, our feet are on the floor, knees are bent, feet and knees are hip width apart. We're going to bring our hands on our belly again, maybe one hand on the lower belly, the other one on the sort of mid-belly, lower ribs. We're going to raise our feet off the ground again, so the shins are parallel to the floor. And we're going to do what we did in our warm-up now. So we're going to tap one foot at a time and lift it up. Tap to the ground and lift. Again, if you don't like tapping it down all the way to the ground, you can just bring your foot down a little bit. And maybe notice how this feels now. Are you finding this a bit easier now that you've worked, warmed up, strengthened your abs already? Or are you finding it harder because your abs, your abdominal muscles are a bit fatigued from what we've done throughout the class? Let's do one more either side. And now let's hug our knees into our chest. Lovely. Okay, let's let go. Bring our knees again, or shins again parallel, knees are over our hips. And maybe now we can try just a few to tap both feet at the same time, lifting them up. That will be more intense, so if you don't like this, don't do it. Very gently. You can have your feet, your legs together, or hip width apart, whatever feels good to you. Let's do two more of these. And one more. And bring our legs, our knees over our hips, and let's hug our knees into our chest again. Rocking from side to side. Bring our feet down to the ground. Doing a little bit of mirroring here from the beginning of our class. So we're going to lift our right foot off the ground, cross the right
shin over the left thigh, and either stay here or lift the left foot off the ground, stay here, maybe going through like either side of that left thigh, holding behind thigh. And if you're feeling warm, if you think you can stretch a little more, you could also hold it around your shin. But if you're holding around your shin and your back curls and your head comes off the mat, then it's better to hold behind your thigh. You want to have a nice flat back here. Wherever we are, pulling our left leg towards us, pulling our right leg towards, by doing that towards our chest, and by doing that, really stretching those glute out, that right glute out. Breathing here for a few, flat back. And letting go of wherever you are holding your leg, if you are holding it, placing the left foot on the ground and crossing the right foot on the ground. Other side. So we're lifting our left foot off the ground, we're crossing the left shin over the right thigh. You can stay here if you want, or lifting your foot off the mat, staying here if you want, or you go along either side of your right thigh with your hands holding behind the thigh. If you want, you can also hold around your shin. But again, if that means that your head comes off the mat, that you're a bit like a little ladybug lying on its back, then it's better to hold behind your thigh. Whatever you're doing, we're pulling the right leg into our chest, and by doing that, pulling the left, stretching the left glute more. Let's stay here. Inhaling and exhaling, we're breathing in and out through the nose. Okay, if you are holding your leg, release, bringing the right foot on the ground, arm crossing the left and placing the left foot on the ground. We're lifting both our legs towards the middle, like the knees sort of over our hips, bringing your arms to a capital T at shoulder level, and we're going to drop our legs to the right, belly twist. The closer your knees are to your elbows, the more intense that twist is going to be. So if you're finding it a bit much, then just move your knees down a bit. And what we're also trying to do is we're trying to have both shoulders somewhat in contact with the ground, both shoulder blades. So if that's not really possible, you could lift your knees up a bit. You could also use your block and put that under your right knee and shin, and that's actually quite a nice supported version. And our palms are facing the ceiling, and we're looking towards the opposite side, towards the left. Breathing here, breathing slowly, maybe closing the eyes. Inhale, we're bringing our legs back into center. We're dropping them over to the other side. Again, same thing applies. The closer to the elbow your knees are, the more intense that twist is going to be, and you could use your block to place under your shin or calf and knee of the left now. Again, looking at both looking at your right and your left arm, making sure they're at shoulder level, placing your palms are facing the ceiling,
both shoulder blades in contact with the mat. And we're breathing here. Enjoying this twist, closing our eyes maybe. Slowing down. Okay, next inhale, we're bringing knees into our chest. Placing our hands on our knees and we're making circles with our knees. Moving both knees in the same direction. Circling. Massaging our lower back. One more circle and then we change directions. Moving our knees in the other way. Really gently circling. One more circle. And now let's move our knees apart and make circles like that. So we're pulling our knees apart, we're opening our hips, we're bringing our knees together, bring our knees towards our chest, we're opening our knees, we're pushing our knees away a little bit together when they come to the chest, opening up as we move them away, together, we're pulling them in. Lovely. You can have your feet touching or your feet apart. If your feet are apart, you might be able to make slightly bigger circles. And now other side as well, changing direction. Gentle. Okay, we're bringing the soles of our feet to the ground. If you want, you can do your final relaxation here with your knees bent, soles of the feet to the ground. Or you can stretch out your legs for Savasana. If you want to put on a jumper, put on a jumper. And we're just lying here with our feet, however we want them, maybe soles of the feet to the mat. It's a bit more of an active relaxation. If you're doing that, you could again place your hands on your abdomen just to feel that breath. That way your relaxation at the start and your final relaxation will be similar. But do what feels good to you. Whether your hands are on your tummy or not, feel the breath move through your body. Breathing in your own rhythm, in your own way, in your own timing. Maybe breathing more into your abdomen than you did earlier when we first started. Breathing here, connecting to your body, connecting to your mind. Try to commit to not have your mind wander, just focusing on your breath. Breathing gently.
awareness back into your body. If you had your knees bent and feet on the floor, let's stretch them out. Bring your arms overhead, feet together. Let's stretch, full body stretch, and relax. Rolling our feet and wrists, moving our fingers and toes. Let's hug our knees into our chest. Hug our knees tight. Gently rocking from side to side on your back. And then rolling onto your right side. Placing your head on your upper arm as a pillow, just for one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand is in front of your chest and we're pressing the left hand into the ground. So coming up gently to seated. Sitting in a comfortable position, cross-legged, kneeling, whatever feels good. And let's do a final circle. Inhale. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands pulling down. And let's bring our thumbs to the space between our eyebrows, the third eye, for clear and kind thoughts. Thumbs to our throat for clear and kind words. Thumbs to our heart for clear and kind feelings for others and for ourselves. If you want, bow with gratitude to the practice of yoga and gratitude to yourself for moving today. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me.